Lauryn said she was a complete artist.
Latifah said she was a queen.
Both got criticized for what they did next.
But neither one of them did what hip-hop expected them to do.
On Grown Man Bars, Lauryn Hill and Queen Latifah, y'all. GMB's This, That, and a Third.
I'm Chad. That's the OG Big Absolute. And this is GMB. The This, BA. What they gave. What did Latifah bring to the game?
I couldn't wait till we got to this. You know what I'm saying? Everything starts with a question. And for me, the biggest question when it comes to Latifah was she the first rapper that truly felt bigger than rap? The Queen brought us dignity, authority, command, the name Queen Latifah in itself, not just the garb, not just the head wrap, the way she carried herself. It was not female rapper energy. It was leader energy. Latifah spoke on the record and it sounded bigger than music. The culture talking to itself, and we was here for it. So I'm saying, you heard about the Queen. What about Lauryn, yo?
Long live the Queen. Lauryn said she was a complete artist. Not rapper, not singer. All of it. And the Miseducation of Lauryn Hill proved every claim.
Oh, talk dirty.
Rapped on it, sang on it, wrote on it, produced on it, played live instruments on it. She made a thesis. She said she was the teacher. It was one album. And that album covered every lane in hip hop at an elite level. She didn't leave anything on the table with the Miseducation. She wasn't trying to entertain, she was trying to instruct. And she made the whole industry her classroom. BA, if there's a negative on Latifah, what is it?
I mean, let's keep it in perspective. The Queen demands respect, and I believe everybody in hip-hop respects the Queen. But my question is, why doesn't she get mentioned more in the GOAT conversation? Not just for female MCs, but MCs, period. The GOAT conversation really sparks around lyrical dominance, punchlines, technical warfare, battle rap energy, bar breakdown, you know, the goodies. Latifah's greatness wasn't really built around overpowering rappers in that way. She just commanded a stage a certain way from the start to the finish of anything she got on. She didn't yell and get all rah-rah, except when she asked the question, who you calling a bitch? Right?
Yes.
But she was never chasing that criteria. And I think because of that, she gets left off a list that her name should always be on somewhere. What about Lauryn, man? What was the knock on Hill?
It was the silence, man. It was the disappearance after, like we all agree, the Miseducation was an absolute classic. That is one of the best albums in hip hop. And then nothing.
Top 5 all time.
Yeah, and then nothing. And people get upset about that kind of thing because they want to call it, well, there were some reliability issues. There was some wasted potential is how people felt. They felt that one of the most gifted artists that hip hop had ever seen walked away at her absolute peak. We have an unmade catalog that doesn't have very much in it. All of those albums that hip hoppers feel like we didn't get to hear.
Yeah.
We always have this sense that artists owe us something. If you're really good at it, you owe us another one. You owe us another one. And we'll get to that in just a second, but that's not always the case, man.
Yeah. I feel like she's one of those where she definitely got the knock because we didn't get a full drink. She just left a sip in the container, right? And then replaced the orange juice with that. So I feel that.
She just told us to swallow it and shut the fuck up. All right, so the third, man. What's the truth behind all of it? What does it mean?
For the Queen, man, what if we're measuring the Queen the wrong way?
Talk to
What
her.
if we're looking at her career or her contribution from the wrong job description? Like what if the whole time she wasn't a rapper? What if she was just an artist, a full-on artist? We know what she developed in. We know she became an actress. We know she can sing. You've seen Living Single. She's done her thing. But when you go from legitimizing hip hop carrying intellect, womanhood, social commentary, Afrocentricity, and then you just move to the next thing. Sometimes I feel like hip hop doesn't allow us to grow up into other things. She started off as Dana Owens, went to Queen Latifah, gave us Dana Owens again as a grown woman, and then redefined what Queen Latifah was. We talk about LL, we talk about Will Smith and how they transition, even Ice Cube. But we forget, man, the Queen did the exact same thing all on her name, right? She did it the whole time being Queen Latifah. When you break down doors and break down barriers, baby, sometimes they forget you built that house and you can do whatever you want with that motherfucker.
Yo, she made it from UNITY to the lead role in a major primetime series. Not just the lead role, a female lead role, a black female lead role. She made it all the way there.
You know when I knew Latifah made it, bro? Chicago.
Ooh, yeah.
The movie Chicago. Because she also did some Broadway, I believe, before they actually put it on the big screen. What's the truth about Lauryn Hill?
Lauryn was an artist, man. We've talked about this with other artists like Andre 3000, Kanye early on. Look, man, artists are fucking weird. Artists are weird people. You and I were in hip hop for a long time, and both of us are 50-year-old dudes who talk hip hop once a week on YouTube, so that's pretty fucking weird. She talked about this in a recent interview about why she stopped, and part of it was just working with label. The commercial aspect of music, and you know this, labels want safe shit. They want to do stuff that they know that works, so they're going to ask you to change what you do to fit that. Some people don't have a problem with that. Some people can change it enough to stay themselves and still get it to the masses. Some people don't want to change it at all. I don't think she wanted to change it. I don't think she wanted to compromise any of it. She said she felt like she had compromised enough with the stuff that she did release. Now, as somebody who works for the publisher, you do need somebody in the studio with you sometimes when you're making an album to go, hey,
tell you to hold on.
Like, hey, are we doing this? Are we really doing this? You know, somebody to go, hey, stop that for a second.
You need you a
what are we doing?
You need you a Rosenberg. Dre's album was popular because he was talking about.
But the other thing with Lauryn, man, what if she just didn't have anything else to say in hip hop?
Yeah, he has said that a lot.
Like,
I have another question for you though.
Yeah.
You know, before you wrap it all up, do you think this would have been an issue for her in her career had the Miseducation been like her third album?
No. I think if she'd have given us 3, I think everybody'd be okay with that.
And I think she would have earned the right after Miseducation to do whatever the hell she wanted to do, because that's kind of, let's look at it. Snoop gave us 2 albums, and on the third album, you're like, okay. I mean, yes, it was with No Limit, and I mean, it wasn't a bad project. You get more comfortable because you've given the label what they can sell. Now you've earned the right to kind of do whatever you want to do, kind of situation, branch out, whatever. I've always wondered that if the Miseducation of Lauryn Hill wasn't Haley's Comet, basically, with her name, would we even be talking about her the way we do? Now, and I'm not saying she gave us 6 or 7 projects.
Well, the funniest,
what if it was just 3?
The funniest part of it is the penalty you pay for greatness. We all act like, oh, she did us dirty for not giving us a follow-up to Miseducation. We would have hated on that thing. You know, when that thing dropped, if it didn't sound as good or better than Miseducation and sound just like it, then we would have hated it. Because we always do. It would have taken us 8 to 10 years to catch up with appreciating that album again, just like we did with It Was Written. And
I was just gonna say, case in point, how we did Nas' sophomore project, which was fire, by the way.
Right. It's my favorite album of his. Anyway, man, that's this, that, and the third for us. Drop your comments down in there. Let us know what you think about Lauryn and Latifah. What is it that you missed about them most? Would you like to see them come back, or do you salute them for doing whatever the fuck they want to do, because they can? They have the talent. That's it for us. We'll be back next week with a new show. I'm Chad. That's BA, and we out.